Host Eric in trouble here. Live streaming the morning away. Because Mondays are for heroes. Like this gentleman here, who's heroically eating his cat food. I, on the other hand, am just a regular man. I'm not eating any cat food. So I'm no hero, I guess, even though Mondays are for heroes. Oh, yes. You're a very good eater, and Daddy knows. He was meowing at me so much to watch him eat it. I finally just said, okay, fine. Yes, Trouble's a very good kitty. Yes, he is. And Daddy knows. All right, let's go get set up in the garage where I'll bring my bong, the weed, everything you need is in the garage. All right, I've topped off my coffee, giving it what they call in the restaurants a warmer, a warm up, you know. What do you have to tell us this morning, Eric? What exciting truths will you be sharing with us? What meaningful insights have you had that prompted you to live stream? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had no such insights. To be perfectly honest, I just simply cannot justify live streaming at all. It's completely unjustified live stream. Fortunately, there are 0 people here, so nobody has to watch it. Well, it's Monday, September 11th, 2023. I got a real heck of a night's sleep last night, I'll tell you. I went to bed on the earlier side. Before 10 p.m., I'd say. And slept hard, like all the way through to, I got maybe once, twice to pee, but slept all the way to like 6:30. I like to look at this area right here. When I'm fully rested, this is pretty flat. So I'm guessing I'm not quite fully rested right now, but I'm pretty close. My goal today, this is a big goal. It's going to take a lot of effort. My goal today is to make a couple of shorts. My shorts seem to do quite well. Like I get a couple grand, 3 grand views, 1,500 to 3 grand views, like on pretty much every one. It seems like. The key to shorts, of course, is they got to be short. They've increased the amount of time you can use to make a short to 60 seconds. But I always try to keep mine under 15 seconds. That's how it was at first. You had to be 15 seconds. I think they work better at that length. Shorts are an interesting art form because even 15 seconds can be substantially too long. You know, if a short's naturally designed to be like 6 or 7 seconds long, that's how long it needs to be. If you can't get it in under 15 seconds, you're just playing jazz, you know? And nobody wants to play jazz. Because it's terrible, of course. Even the word is terrible. It makes you think of, ooh, jazz. There's this horrible person named Jazz who has like a television show. I'm Jazz. Okay. Just stop, please. I think it's funny how Lizzo got in trouble for bullying people. Talk about anti-polar. That lady's got to be in the SFJ. Could be an ENFJ, I guess, but I don't think she's consistently very good. I think she's mostly pretty bad. She does have at least one really good song, though. Man. That song's really good. Eric, who were you talking about? Lizzo. Lizzo got in trouble for being like a bully, being like Ellen. Also, Jimmy Fallon got in trouble for a toxic work environment. Apparently, it's all about Jimmy Fallon's mood. Typical FI user. If Jimmy's in a bad mood, everybody better keep their head down, right? Well, if I had a television show, it would be a pleasant place to work, you know. I'm a team player. But I don't have a television show. Well, I have this television show. I think Rachel would agree. It's a pleasant place to work. There are no schedules, no deadlines, no work required. It's perfect. I don't even need an audience. Right now, fellow human is nice enough to be here. The rest of the world, they don't care what Eric's saying. And I don't blame them. Because I'm not saying anything particularly interesting today. I'm missing my amphetamines. I got this plan in place where I'm going to be without them for the rest of the month. So, you know, I got up this morning feeling a little bit lost about what to do. I checked Crunchyroll. No good animes come out yet today. Maybe no good anime comes out at all today. There's one day of the week I know where nothing good comes out. It might be Monday. There's not going to be much of anything on TV that I want to watch today. So I will keep going for sure. I will admit I'm a little like surprised that I'm not like fine without amphetamines. I never really thought I needed them. I always just thought I liked them, you know. But I mean, at the moment, all day, every day for my entire life, fellow human. That's what yeah, I'm checking all the animes. I've watched every good anime there is to watch. I've rewatched some of them because I've run out of anime to watch. Every day I get up, and the first thing I do is see which new cartoons have come out and watch them. Like yesterday, my favorite new cartoon that came out, Jobless Reincarnation 2. Oh, it's so good. And finally, Rudy has figured out that Fitz is actually a girl that he still hasn't figured out, and she still hasn't told him that she's actually Sylvie, his childhood friend. I'd recommend Jobless Reincarnation 2 for sure, and 1. I start with 1. It's spectacular. It's absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best isekais I've ever seen. And it's saying a lot because I've seen every isekai there is to see. It's worth watching it all. I tried them all out, even if they got bad scores, and I watched most of them. I'd also strongly recommend it's criminally underrated on Crunchyroll. I was reborn as a vending machine, and now I wander the dungeon. Jobless Reincarnation 2 is much more of a serious piece of artwork. But Reborn as a vending machine, now I wander the dungeon, is spectacular. Well, I think Crunchyroll scores are really reliable, generally speaking, but the vending machine one is like 4.2 stars, and it deserves to be like 4.8. We had a meeting with a lady, so I decided to cut my hair so I'd look a little bit more presentable, Which reminds me, that's another thing I got to do today. I got to measure the mantle and the windowsills and send her those measurements. For our Christmas party preparations. Rachel seems genuinely excited about the whole thing, which makes me extra excited about it. Neither Rachel or I are good at FI, but Rachel is better at it than I am. And so whenever she expresses a strong preference, or seems to like something, then I know I'm on the right path, But yeah, I slept like a baby rock dog last night, just out. Outie like someone else's belly button. I've got an innie. It goes in. That's what I like to call a come well. When I come on my own stomach, I've got to get in there with a napkin and get all the cum out. Nothing's grosser than cum. Well, there are things that are grosser than it, but it's pretty gross. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, but I still feel a little lost. You know, 140 milligrams of Vyvanse would really hit the spot right now. Or even just like 40 milligrams of Adderall would really hit the spot. Or a kilo of meth would really hit the spot. Here's your kilo of meth. Fantastic. Just pack it all into this pipe right now. You can't fit a whole kilo of meth into that little glass pipe. Okay, fair enough. I'll have to break it up into multiple bowls. Let me go get my bong. We smoke so much weed around here. It's absolutely ridiculous. Spilled the ground weed on my pants. My modesty pants. I am wearing modesty pants today. So those of you who are afraid of me possibly displaying some immodesty, you don't need to worry about that. I'll show you. I got my modesty pants on. They go all the way to the ground. See, you can only catch a little bit of ankle if I lift my leg up. So you should be fine. If you're worried about it getting too sexy around here, which is a fair enough worry after all, I'm on camera. So if you're like, I want to watch some YouTube, but I don't want to be overly sexualized, well, you're in the right place. You're not going to be able to see anything other than my feet. My feet are pretty sexy. I could put on some socks to protect you from their sexiness too. But I'm going to assume that some of you have a little bit of self-control and can handle seeing my feet without immediately masturbating. Okay, do a little bit more grinding here. Yes, I do mean the dancing kind of grinding. I'm going to grind on you. After that, I'll be doing some twerking, and then I'll segue into jazz and ballet. My conclusions for today's dance recital will be hula. I need to put some more cooking oil around this thing. Let's see what this says. What's your sexiest body part? My teeth. This gets all the ladies hot and wet. To which I say, listen, ladies, I'm married. Get away from me. See this ring on my finger? It's not just because I thought I needed to weigh down the bottom part of my fourth finger a little bit. But, you know, I've been told before by many people that I have a nice butt. It's a small butt, but it does its job. I've got nice rounded cheeks. And also, unlike a lot of people, when I blush, I don't blush on these cheeks. I blush on my butt cheeks. So, obviously, back in school, they used to call me blushing butt cheeks. One time they tried to play the US Open on me, and I said, hey, that's Flushing Meadows, not blushing butt cheeks. They apologized. I said, as soon as you're done with this game, get off of my butt cheeks. Anyway, I bought bun huggers yesterday. Rich and I bought me some bun huggers. I don't know how it is for you young people out there, but when I was a boy, everybody started off, all the boys started off wearing bun huggers. And then, right around 12 or 13, you had to make a decision. Am I going to continue wearing bun huggers, or am I going to switch over to boxers? Now, when I told Rachel about this the other day, about bun huggers and boxers, she had never heard the term bun huggers before. You may know them as tighty whities. I think of that as the Mexican way of saying it, but that's just because of my personal upbringing. Like, all the white people I knew called them bun huggers, but Mexicans I met later in life called them tighty whities. But anyway, I've been a boxer man since I was like 12 or 13. But there's a problem with boxers, and I'm going to show you what it is. See this? See how it always comes up over the top like this? My theory is that bun huggers won't do that. That's my theory. I don't know if it's an accurate theory or not. We'll find out when I get the bun huggers. I also wasn't sure what size bun huggers to get. I got large. They base it on your waist size. But my butt cheeks aren't that large, and I want them hugged. You know? So I don't want loose bun huggers. Then they're not hugging your buns. And the thing is, just like holsters holster guns, underwear is for hugging your buns. Buy bun huggers today. This is my ad campaign for bun huggers that I've come up with to help people appreciate the value of bun huggers again. Anyway, it turned out when Rachel Googled bun huggers, you get a lot of results for like gay underwear, like thongs and stuff for men. And that's not bun huggers. When did bun huggers become gay? They didn't used to be gay. They used to be a totally acceptable choice for all straight men. So I refuse to be bullied by the gay agenda. And I bought some bun huggers. No, they're not bum huggers. That would be British, fellow human. They're bun huggers because you have two buns on your bum. A left and a right bun. Now, granted, they were also going to gather my boys and bring them in a little closer, you know. That's okay. I've been thinking about starting to wear a cod piece anyway. You also never heard of bun huggers? I think it must be a generational thing, you know. Or it may just be an Arcadia thing. There are some things that I realized when I grew up were just words that we used in my friend group. Like, you know those severe tire damage things that, good morning, Lou, that you can drive over it this way and it pushes them down. But if you try to back up, it'll pop your tires. You know those things? No, Moonface from Portland. We visited her one time. That was fun. We stayed in the hotel in Portland, visited Faye. She gave me a little bit of mushrooms. It was great. You're only a few years younger than you? Okay, so it might be regional. You never heard of bun huggers either? Okay, well, because I was responding to a fellow human saying he'd never heard of bun huggers. Anyway, those severe tire damage things, me and my friends called them. Oh no, that was you who said that, Faye. Sorry. I just assumed it was fellow human. So yeah, it probably is regional or just our thing. We call them the tiger teeth, those severe tire damage things, tiger teeth. And then when I got into like driving an adult, and I'd say to people like, "Oh, watch out for the tiger teeth." They'd be like, "What are you talking about?" Nobody ever heard the term before, except for me and my friends. That's when I realized, obviously, nobody else calls them the tiger teeth. And that must have just been a name that one of my friends made up or something, or one of his older brothers made up or something, you know? But the thing is, if you do Google bun huggers, you will discover plenty of underwear options. You can't originally be from place/place/place. You have to originally be from one place. So obviously, other people besides just me and my friends called them bun huggers. Since if you Google bun huggers, you do get underwear as a result. It's just not all tighty whities. There's a lot of like pink male thongs and stuff. It's like I'm reclaiming bun huggers from the gays, okay? You can't have them, gay people. Bun huggers belong to me. I found out. Now these bun huggers belong to me. So I'm launching a campaign. I'm going to start a GoFundMe page to raise awareness about bun huggers. There's another Moon Fae out there? Well, here's Moon Fae is a lot like the Netherlands, okay? Here she goes by Moon Fae, but Just like the Netherlands goes by the Netherlands. But other places, she's known as Lou, like Holland, or Lou de Fay, like the Dutch. So there are 3 different names for her. And she has even another name that has an X in it, I think. No, it's not Exochilt. That's a good guess, though. If I were going to change my name, I'd change my middle name from Dale to Exochilt. Yeah, she's a different moon fae. What did you grow up calling things that were diagonally placed? Kitty corner. Not any of the other ones. I never called it catty corner or kitty wampus. Kitty corner, I heard used. I never really used it myself. I'd say diagonally. But I had locked into my brain in childhood the Connect 4 commercial, where the brother and sister are playing Connect 4, and the sister wins. He goes, like, I got you. And he goes, where? And she says, there, diagonally. That was my first memorable introduction to the concept of diagonality. My grandmother and her brothers and sisters, who were originally from Missouri, they said, wash your clothes. And she said roof instead of roof. Yeah, she said wash. She also had interesting names for black people. We don't use those words anymore so much. I remember one of the neighbors hired a worker to do some roofing or something. And my grandma looked out the window and said, ooh, he's black as sin. I don't remember what I thought as a kid. I just kind of noted it and didn't really think anything about it. It's weird how mindless you can be as a child. I really didn't understand or feel a lot of grief or anything about the death of my grandfather when I was in 5th grade. It just sort of happened. Everybody around me was freaking out. But I just knew I had to act solemn. I just had FE third, I never really felt anything about him dying. Of course, he wasn't that present in my life. He worked a lot, and he was active in the Catholic Church a lot. And but he was great. I liked him, I guess I loved him or whatever you want to say. what were my initial reactions to those words? I don't think I reacted at all. I remember it clearly. So clearly it made an impression on me. I'll wait for the door to close. But I just sort of noted it, and then just that's it, really. And then it's like interesting because my dad was not racist at all. He was like the least racist person imaginable. But there was a time when he made certain racist jokes until my mom and I, who were uncomfortable with it for some reason, I think for FE reasons mostly, made that clear to him, and then he stopped making those jokes. He had a couple of them that he'd repeat, as I tool. Like one joke that he'd like to make when we'd watch football is, let's see if our ends can beat their ends. Until this is the specific joke that I remember my mom and I being like, okay, enough with that. And he stopped making it. But my mom was super racist against Mexicans. We'd drive around, she'd see a car full of Mexicans, and she'd say, ooh, they breed like brown rats. And then I married one. I married two of them. First I married one, and I married another one. She didn't survive to see me marrying a white girl. I guess she stopped being racist against Mexicans when her 1/4 Mexican granddaughter was born. Oh my God. My mother was just like so enamored of Delilah. She loved Delilah so much. She was such a good grandma, just like she was such a good mom. And once Delilah was born, she basically told me, okay, I'm no longer interested in you at all. But that's fine. At that point, she was interested in being a grandma, not a mom. And I felt like that was fine. I was a difficult child, or a difficult teen/adult. My relationship with my mother was strained. She worried about me a lot. She didn't like the choices I made sometimes, and etc. But both my parents loved Delilah so much. I appreciate that. They're such wonderful people. I have a lot of regrets still on how the last few years went down, but I gotta remember that that represents the end. Was not pretty, you know? It still represents the best possible outcome of a bunch of horrible possible outcomes, you know? And it was still horrible. It's almost like there's an inverse relationship between the ease of the death for the person dying and the ease of the death for the people being left behind. The easier, quicker, and more painless and more sudden the death for the person who's dying, the more difficult it is for the people left behind. My mom's death was extremely protracted and horrible. And when she died, therefore, it was easy for us. My dad's death was quick, sudden, and decisive. And that was very difficult for us. Let's call it. Sometimes when you generalize from your SI experience, you happen upon something insightful. Fellow human seems to agree. I'm looking at my dead parents right now. There they are, mom and dad, in their urn and box, respectively. Dragging my feet about funeral. It makes me wonder now if subconsciously, which is a weird kind of distinction to make, but instead of unconscious, you know, subconsciously I don't want to let go or something. What a depressing topic. I'm having FI right now. I'm having an FI allergy attack. Try to wave it away, you know, like. Oh, emotions. You're so physical. That's the thing about emotions. I'm best off just trying to experience them physically. Just convert them into SI. It feels like achy in my chest. Like there's a lump in my throat. That's better. That seems like a good inhaler for FI. Convert it to SI. You can understand SI. The SI feeling of sadness isn't so bad. It kind of feels like you just took a shot of liquor. It's kind of burned down your throat and stomach. So instead of a burn, it's like an ache. It wasn't supposed to go like that, you know? My mom wasn't supposed to get Alzheimer's disease. We were supposed to die together, both fully functional in their sleep. And my poor dad was stuck with me. At the end, that's who he had. And I was so inadequate. But I was there, I guess. Better than nothing. I didn't do him dirty, you know. I didn't do right by him, maybe, but I didn't do him dirty. Pretty low bar. This is good. This feels like genuine grief. Instead of like, I'm depressed because I took quantum yesterday. probably need this month off of amphetamines to process all of this shit, you know? Well, I feel better. I feel better like the world after a rain. Let's go stand outside. Where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom is heard a discouraging word. And the skies are not cloudy all day. So, where are my glasses, of course? They're on top of my head. I've begun keeping them with me much more consistently as I need them so frequently. But I still need to not wear them when, like, I'm just looking at the world instead of looking at a screen. Or a box with words on it or something. How many minutes does it say? Sucks ass. For those of you who still have young eyes that can read things, appreciate it while it lasts. One nice thing is my hearing doesn't seem to be going. And I think the reason is because I've consistently protected it my whole life. I haven't engaged in hearing damaging activities without ear protection very often. My dad definitely died in an orderly fashion. He died in as orderly a fashion as can possibly be. No, I don't think masculinity is orderly and femininity is chaotic. I think that we're both probably generalizing from our own experience too much. I think it could have been the opposite. It could have been my dad who had Alzheimer's disease and my mom who was fine, you know. Could easily have been that way. You know, it's like I can envision a universe where my mom was fine. She still would have died suddenly of like a stroke or something. And that would have been also shocking and very painful, but in a different way, because I would have had an excellent relationship with my mom. later in my life, once I quit drinking, if she had been okay, Well, that's consistent with FE tool, is your response to that, Moon Fae, and you're saying, my dad's death had been planned for many years. The thing is, like, when I'm listening to somebody talk, I prefer to not look at them so that I don't have that extra FE data to process. The thing is, there's also a third kind of intermediate quality, which is tone. So I can glean all the information I need, in my opinion, from someone's tone and their words. So I don't need to look at them. In fact, looking at them is often adds confusingness to me. It makes it more difficult to process all the data I want to process by including data I don't really want to process. But I've trained myself to look at people some of the time as an FE thing, I don't want to be like all Bergy about it. Is that what people say about people who have Asperger's? Don't be such a berg. Do people say that? Why, I'm looking quite distinguished. Me too. I'm Twist Tie Guy. And I'm here to keep the house safe from bad juju. You just got blocked by Melissa. You must have questioned her ENTP-hood. It's not allowed. He didn't have many plan Bs. He knew he was going out by gunshot wound. He's been telling me for decades that he wasn't going to die in the hospital, and he told me not that long before he died that he was terrified of hospitals. Apparently, how did I get out then? Oh, I have to go in through the garage door. Okay. That's how I got out. I'm completely locked out of the house, except, of course, the twangers out here. So then I just have to walk in here, close this, no typing on chat. Fun. What a fun environment. Don't you just love rules? Is she live streaming or something? What's she live streaming about? Okay, we'll watch you eat some more. Jesus. All right. Okay, I said. I will watch you eat. Yes, I'm right here. And your audience is here as well. Yes, you're a very good kitty. And Daddy knows. He's purring. I think he likes it when the live stream's here as well. Let me share an Intuitart I found out I did today. So I was waiting to register for classes, but apparently I looked at the wrong menus and I missed 2 seasons now. Did Eric just lose signal? I don't think so. No MBTI typing means no one could question her type and attack her and make her lose followers. That's very outcome oriented of her. She must think people are very influenceable by others, right? Like, she could try to win the argument. Instead of assuming that people's questions regarding her type, they call her type into doubt, are going to make other people doubt. She could win the argument and solidify other people's perspectives on her. Instead, she just wants to watch my cat eat. Got blocked immediately. Hilarious. Oh, kiddiness. I should make a video called Melissa Talks on the Streisand Effect. Oh, Mr. Man. Yes, Daddy knows, and Daddy loves. But here's the thing. I think a lot of times yeah, I know. Those do pretty well. If we were to do it regularly and seriously, it would probably do a lot for the channel. We get a lot of subscribers. Probably most of the current subscribers I have are subscribers I got during the Type Police period. We may very well do that, you know? I think it's a good idea. Oh, that's one thing we were supposed to get on Amazon yesterday that we didn't get. We're police outfits for ourselves. I mean, the thing is, they are kind of a pain in the ass to make, but okay, kitty, you don't like the light on? All right. Let me do this then. I'll be more light in here like this instead. Put that one open. Put these ones open. And these ones open, but not the ones directly behind me, because then I'd be backward. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not such terrible lighting. Unterrible lighting. That's my specialty. Yeah, people don't have to respond to it. And people can respond to it in a myriad number of possible ways, right? But which way do people actually respond to it? That depends. Often they respond poorly. But okay, you know what? It's on our list of things to do, actually. If we get our police outfits, then then why not? Anyway, today's for heroes. Then why not? I forgot all about the title. The title tells us Mondays are for heroes. Does that make you a hero? Not necessarily. It means if you're not a hero, today's not for you. Yeah, it generates some heat. I'm not afraid of that. And I think I'm capable at this point of deftly doing a Type Police episode, to be cautious in how I do it. And I think with the right approach, I can successfully be immune to reasonable critique. As long as I'm immune to reasonable critique, then I've done a good job with it, right? Because you could do it in a way that's mean, in which case you're subject to reasonable critique. And I've had trouble walking that line in the past, but I'm older and wiser now. And I've got Rachel. She softens the whole thing quite a bit and is the key to the success of it when we do it well. It does require editing work, whatever, but I can do that. Maybe we'll get on that. Maybe I'll order that police costumes thing today. Could even do it right now, but I want to wait for Rachel to get the right sizes and stuff. And she's not going to be up for another 4 to 6 hours. Rachel's not what one would call an early riser. She's more of a late riser. Okay, so would you guys like to participate in a very exciting chore with me right now? The answer is yes. Lizzo? I don't know who Liza. You mean Lijo? I'm not gonna type please Lijo. Why not, Eric? I don't know. I like her. Okay. So these need these star things to take this off. And then I'll put on my new back license plate thing. It says, happiness is Mariposa. I mean, I don't think INTJ is out of the question. I think ENTJ is. No, she's no Effie doll. Have you seen? If you think she's an Effie doll, you've never seen her ridiculous thing of her dancing around on the beach or whatever that she made. That's very Effie polar, really. Why did I come in here? Oh, yes, to get the thing. So, it's got a weird star-shaped thing. But, I've got a box full of things. So, let's take the box full of things out and see if we can find the right thing. Okay. Uh-oh, my modesty pants are falling down. Yeah, I've had that license plate for a long time. It says TWFP. Because I'm cool like that. It's a pretty cool license plate, huh? These ones are kind of rusty. No, I'm not going to get one that says ass man. I'm not an ass man. One thing. I got more rusty ones here. Well, rusty's good enough, I guess. All right, well, let's see if one of these stars works. Let's see one that looks like it. So I'm going to have to go through these. That one might be it. It's a little bit worn down, but I think this one might be it. No, I think this is it, actually. This one seems better. I wish. Where's that thing I saw? I saw this thing that I was looking for before I knew I was looking for it. Oh, this will work fine. But I still need another thing, though. This won't work fine. I need the other thing. Here it is. Here it is. Now wait, this isn't the right thing. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go inside and get another thing. Let's go. Let's go get a different thing. I don't know a bunch about physics equations either. That's because I'm an idiot. This is the thing I need. This thing right here. In fact, Jeremiah Fix, you can't tell plants apart from birds. And you're like, watch out, it's a bird. But it's just a tree. Well, you're smart at other things, Jeremiah Fix, besides telling plants and bees and birds apart. You can tell apart animals and insects. That's pretty good. This really was the perfect one. Pretty good, huh? I got that one out. I got that one up. Now, I'm going to get the new license plate holder. Okay. Let's go, Eric. You can do it. Just like good old Daniel Pruitt. Go, Eric. Alright, fine. I guess I have to take this off first. This is hard. Ah. Oh, I got this one. Okay. Now scroll that. Like that. And that one doesn't go in. Well, that'll have to do. Doesn't appear like it's gonna fall off or anything. Okay, put this thing back here. Like pow, 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 pow. We'll put this one here. We'll put this one in there. Oops. I guess that's why I had it someplace up here. And put that there. Okay, now we'll throw these things away. Come on. Stop lagging behind. Come on, hurry up. You guys. What's taking you so long? Okay. Come on. Well, I've done one exciting chore today. That's better than a lot of days. Okay. Let's turn on some lights in here. I don't trust you in the dark. I don't trust you not to grope me. You seem like a groper. Jeremiah fixed. It's just you and me, Jeremiah. That's why I'm worried. Okay, so I could go to town this morning. What exactly do I need in town? Well, I'm not sure. I could try to make some shorts. A lot of coulds. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda in my life, I guess. What's the difference between an insect and a bird? They both fly, right? Insects are grosser. That's the main difference. Antisocial disorder and complex PTSD are different things, but they may overlap. What causes antisocial disorder? The thing about CPTSD is it's caused by trauma, complex trauma, right? So what's ASD caused by? Is it thought that you're born with that rather than it being a consequence of your upbringing at all? I was reading one person, but there are at least 3 people here. Oh. So what's the psychological damage that causes similar observation of the conceptual person? Gender dysphoria and those with narcissism? Gender dysphoria has nothing to do with how you interact with other people. Narcissism has to do with how you interact with other people. That's the main difference, right? Oh. ASD is nonsense. The record notes your definition, Moonfei. Don't worry. I've flown around. It's good. It's good to inform the people to make note of your definitions like that. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm not conceding this ground to my opponent's word here. Just for the record. Is a person separating from the identity given them because of intrinsic factors or because of parental abusive behavior? Well, I suspect it's intrinsic. But it may be magnified or diminished by the environment and expectations, you know? Like, Louis, my ex-wife's gay brother, from what the family says, he came out of the womb singing show tunes, wanting to wear dresses, stuff like that. Now, he doesn't perceive himself as a different gender, I don't think, but obviously as a little boy, he wanted to be a little girl, you know? And that environment did not encourage that or anything. And it was not an abusive environment at all. I think you're trying to attribute gender stuff to environmental factors incorrectly. I think it's like Lady Gaga says, you're born that way. Why does your spiritual discovery have to be a part? Why does gender have to be a part of your spiritual discovery? You know, it's only meaningful, I suppose, insofar as your self-concept is distinct from your biological sex. Then it becomes meaningful, but because that's non-normalized, you know? But for people who identify as, you know, who are born with a penis and feel like a boy, well, it's not so challenging, it's not so important a part of our spiritual growth, right? Because that's normal. Well, let me tell you the struggles about being a straight, white, middle-aged, middle-class man. It is constant discrimination from every angle. People are like, don't bring your female wife in here with you. And, you know, like, hey, you look like you're gonna steal something. I experience that everywhere I go. It's crazy. The struggles I endure. You know, it's like Taylor had this very race baity black guy on his live stream last night, but I almost feel like I wanted to switch sides and side with him, you know? Like, okay, I get it. The correct intellectual position is that race is bullshit and bringing attention to race at all is just being part of the problem. But we are discounting the fact that there are still, like, certain people have certain biases based on looks. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. But the thing is, what Joe Cook doesn't seem to quite get is that all he's trying to do is to blame white people, you know? And it's like, okay, well, fair enough. But now what? You know? The people you're talking to are probably not guilty of the things that you're upset about. And so you end up being upset that they're not as upset about them as you are. Well, you know, like I say, I have been like profiled in a store before. Taylor noted that the store security guard was following me around in Walmart. When I went in there with a broken flip-flop on and sweats and a handgun tucked into my waistband. Okay, Eric, I was testing an idea. So if I have a realization that I should actually live a certain way, how do you convince me that I shouldn't for my parents' sake? I mean, that would never be the reason why I would say you shouldn't. I'd have to know I'd have to know a lot more particulars. But regardless of the particulars, I'd never make the argument that you shouldn't for your parents' sake. You know. The best argument I would make is wait until your frontal lobe is fully developed, whatever it is you're imagining you want to do. If it's significant, permanent, whatever, don't do it. Wait until your frontal lobe is fully developed and then make your decisions. You know, teenagers make bad decisions. Well, I mean, if you're convinced their way is better because they're convinced their way is better, not because of any particularly convincing reasons, then that should never be the case. Well, I still oppose it. I still say teenagers shouldn't get tattoos. Teenagers shouldn't alter their bodies. They should let themselves grow up and then make decisions like that. Society has a vested interest in preventing young people from making life deciding decisions that are questionable at an age when their decision-making capacity is not good. Well, too bad. Wait. The nice thing about, like, the concept of minority and majority, of reaching a legal decision-making adulthood, is good because it's fair. It applies to everybody the same. No, I'm not advocating for foregoing certain things for future benefit. I'm advocating protecting the agency of minors as regents ought to. In other words, preserving their capacity to be fully empowered agents as in their majority. It's a consistent rule that we apply to everybody, and it's fair. No, it's not difficult splitting those loose hairs. It's very easy to split them. As I just did. Of course, I'm a professional hair splitter. So keep that in mind. Acacia, how delightful to see you. You're like the niece I never had. Oh wait, I do have a niece. Well, is she still my niece? I don't know. She was a niece by marriage. What do you call her? Ex-niece? is Jessica my ex-niece, or is she still my niece? That's what I want to know. She spent a lot of time with Delilah as a child. My parents would often take Jessica and Delilah together on vacation. Well, I do dodge the ball because I respect the order of questions. What's our first priority? Protecting our agency. That's the job of a regent. Someone who's filling in for the king until he gets old enough to be king. Trying to make sure the kingdom's still in good shape and the king's still in good shape when he reaches the age to be the king of the kingdom. So I need to go refill my coffee. This is a phenomenon that occurs periodically. It's one of those frustrating things in life. Delilah has now gotten a couple of tattoos. They're not really visible, but you know, I told her, do not get tattoos, please. Getting tattoos is not a good idea. But, you know, it's a different age nowadays. Tattoos are much more normalized. They're still dumb, I think. But Rachel was smart enough to get 0 tattoos. She also had never been married before she married me. That's the modern equivalent of a virgin. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Oh, I forgot you're all tatted up. I don't mean to critique people who get tattoos, who have tattoos. I get it that it's kind of like a life choice. Also, I'm Alpha Quadra, so I have Alpha Quadra values. We'd have to ask females from Aquarius, is it more difficult to let a relationship go if you're married? Let go of a relationship if you're married? A little bit. I mean, I've been married. I've gone through 2 divorces, But I also split up with Kimberly after a couple of years. And the marriages were a little more difficult. They involved legal paperwork and stuff. But not that much more difficult. Yeah, for you to be my niece by marriage, Akisha, you'd have to be Rachel's sister's kid. Rachel's sister doesn't even have a kid. Hello. Have you come to visit? Hello. Okay, you come over here. Yes. Oh, yes. OHYES. Oh, yes. Daddy knows and Daddy loves. Yes, he does. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Let's just go over here. That's all. And then you move, of course. Of course. I was trying to get you a better angle on the petting. Of course, Kitty moved. Now she's coming back for more of this angle. Now that I have moved the camera back. Because she's a very frustrating kitty. Yes. Oh, yes. Daddy knows. Mm. Oh, yes. Pets and purrs. Pets and purrs for Kitty. Oh, yes. Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Well, today's trash day. I took out all 4 trash cans. We filled them all up, so that's pretty good. Hey, it's Ruben R. His happy face is melting. You know, your friend Justin got dysentery. He had to get medically tapped from the show. Rachel and I were disappointed to see him go. He's cool. That Justin guy is cool. He's a legend already, basically. He really hit it big with the Naked and Afraid thing. But, you know, I wonder if he's going out with Kara now. Because they really seem to have a romance kindling um, during this last episode, at least, and the episode before of Naked and Afraid Castaways. Oh, yes, so many pets. And such a precious lady. You have precious lady syndrome. Now I'm going to try this again. And I want you to not make a fuss about it this time. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What a special kitty. Don't be camera shy. It's okay. Oh, yes. Let them see your beautiful face. Oh, yes. Those pets are good. Yeah. Daddy knows. It's sensuality time. Oh, yes. Daddy loves. Yes, he does. Oh, cheek pets. Oh, cheek and ear pets. Oh, yes. What a beautiful kitty, huh? This is a very attractive kitty. She's the kitty pageant winner. Yes, you are. Oh, yes. You're the kitty pageant winner. Oh, beauty poo. Putting on a show for the people at home. A beauty show. Yes. Come and see the beauty show, everybody. Only $5 a ticket. Oh, beautiful meows. Beautiful meows and beautiful times. Give me the head push. Give it to me. Oh, you know you want to give me the head push. Yes, you do. Give me the head push. Give it. Give it up, girl. Give up the head push. But you know, she's withholding. She knows I want the head push. Give it to me, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, she gave me the head push. You gotta earn the head push. Oh, give it to me. Oh, yeah. I'm still having to initiate the head push. When you really have earned it, she'll initiate the head push. Then you know you really had a good day with Kitty. Oh, give it to me. Oh, give me the head push. I'm seducing you as well as I can. Give me the head push. Give it to me. Oh, yes. Daddy loves loves you. You know what else he loves? Head push. Oh, give me head push. Give it. Give it up, girl. Oh, yeah. Give me the head push. Oh, she's just blue balling me, you know? She's just head push blue balling me. She doesn't want to give me the head push. Give it. Oh. You're such a head push tease. Oh, it's almost you initiating it. Almost. I came so close to getting a genuine head push. So these windows are distracting you. That's the problem. Those horrible windows. You keep wanting to look outside. But hey, this is our intimate time. Pay attention to me. Stop looking at your phone. No, I don't want your butthole. Alright, fine. James Porter's not a hero on a Monday? Well then, today's not for you. If you keep in mind, your hero status is permanent. You're either permanently a hero or permanently not a hero. You think I'm not being hard to get enough? That could be the problem. It's true that I'm not playing very hard to get. You're so camera shy. Why don't you want your picture in the yearbook, Capio? Yes. What's that you say? A very important lady? I know, I've heard the good news. I have. For the first time in a million years, I finally heard the good news. And boy, let me tell you, it's really good news. What kind of good news is it? The good kind, obviously. You don't have bad good news, do you? Not very often. What good news do I have? Well, let me share the good news with you. The good news is I'm going to the garage. Has anybody been following the story of the mysterious golden orb found at the bottom of the ocean? It's an interesting story. It's biological of some sort, biological in nature. They pulled it up to the surface, and on the surface it looks like basically wet cardboard, but they don't know what it is, except that it's biological in nature. I've never seen anything like it. My pants is falling down all the way down to my knees. Oh, hey, you can't do that on YouTube. There, that's better. Now we're YouTube safe. My modesty pants are on. I've got this modesty coat so you don't see my high beams, which right now are, I guess, low beams. Did you get the go-ahead for the piping hot Christmas piñata? No, not yet. Piping hot pinatas. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me about my excellent business concept. Good old piping hot pinatas. The pride of Puente Hills. Does that mean I have to move back to Puente Hills? Oh no. I'm not going back to LA. There is zero chance of that. All right. Made a little bit of progress there. Maybe it's not perfect, but what in life is perfect? Except Jesus. Nothing. Nothing's perfect. Except Jesus and hopefully this bong rip. Okay, so instead of being greedy, I'm going to transubstantiate the next few bong rips to anybody who wants one. If you'd like a transubstantiated bong rip, let me know right now, because I'm handing them out for free like it's Christmas Day. And that's as good a deal as you're ever going to get on them. I want to poke this stem all night because it's so cloggy. This thing's got hair all over it. Damn it. I'm really having problems here. A piñata full of piping hot flan is a great idea. It's called the Cinco de Mayo special. I think we could begin Alamo Day, a day in which Mexicans and Americans are pitted against each other. One side celebrating the day, the other holding it as a solemn day of sadness. Alright, Acacia, you're going to get the first transubstantiated bong rip. Here we go. By the powers vested in me as archpastor of the Aelorian Church, by the fiery flames of Yaelor's truth, and in my capacity as the archpastor as well of God's Big Heavens Church, I hereby transubstantiate this bong rip from my lungs to Acacia's brain. And with the cleansing smoke of the bong rip hitting the lens of the camera, the powers of the weed have hereby been transubstantiated. Congratulations. If you feel a little too high, just sit down, write it out, you're fine. Ruben R., you're getting the next transubstantiated bong rip. This is really selfless of me because I'm doing all of the lung work and getting none of the benefits. By the powers vested in me as Archpastor of the Elorian Church and by the fiery flames of Yalor's truth, and in addition, in my capacity as Archpastor of God's Big Heaven Church, do I hereby transubstantiate this bong rip from my lungs to the brain of Ruben R. It foamed up Acacia's face and then slept her? I didn't realize my bong rips were that aggressive. I'm not sure if it slept her, slept with her, or slapped her. If it slept with her, well, maybe she's happy about that. If it slapped her, additionally, maybe she's happy about that, especially if it's part of bong rip sleeping with her. She might be into that stuff, who knows. People have weird fetishes. Flick my ear. Harder. Okay. Yeah, I got with this chick the other day, and she's really cool, but she wants me to just flick her ear the whole time we're having sex, just like as hard as I can. Well, I'm just worried my flicking finger is going to get, I'm going to get carpal tunnel syndrome. It did not go okay. Just provided her a bed to lie on. I see. That's what it means to sleep somebody, huh? To lay with. And then did Job lay with his wife, but she had already become a pillar of salt, and his penis did become all salty. Yea and amen. Now, it should go directly to your brain. If it's going to your butt, it's just because your desire to boof it is so strong that it's being sucked down into there. It just should get to your brain indirectly. You may find yourself farting out bong rips most of the day. You're like, wow, your fart actually does smell pretty good. So, you got to keep that factor in mind, obviously, when making decisions about your life. I need to wash my little wilderness car. Maybe I'll accomplish that chore today. Probably not. It's like there's all this time in the morning before Rachel gets up when I could accomplish some things. If I wanted to. Not that I can't accomplish things when she gets up. But I have a complicated SI relationship with the day ahead of me. So, like, on the one hand, I've got vague notions of getting certain things accomplished. On the other hand, I'm like, hi, ah. This is the complicated relationship I have with my day. Summed up in a nutshell. I just nutshelled it quite well. You like nutshells, huh? Then you're gonna love this nutshell. That's a dustpan. Do you like the nutshell? Did you enjoy it? Did it remind you of eating walnuts? I hope so. Hi, my name is Eric Halfface, and I was born with just half a face. This is me center screen, and as you can see, I only have half a face. It is the right half, yes. Over here, there's just skull, no face. You can't see it because it would alarm you too much. Eric Halfface became a YouTube sensation overnight despite having just half a face. It is a great dustpan, yeah. It's one of several great dustpan kind of things that came with the house. It's wonderful. They took fully furnished seriously. Like they left us even these raincoats over there, which are convenient when it's raining. If you have to go outside when it's raining, as I did during the winter when we had a bunch of snow piled up covering all the drainage drains. Then it rained a bunch and we were starting to flood. I had to dig a path to the drain to prevent flooding. And I successfully did it. And I was wearing that yellow raincoat. I was very proud of myself when I did that. I'm still proud of myself about that. That would have made my dad proud. Well, no, the wilderness car I had to pay for separately. But all the rest of the stuff we got part of the fully furnished deal. Including like a shed full of like woodworking stuff. There's a woodworking table with we were not sure we were going to get the wilderness car, but then when the house sold for more than we expected, then that's when we decided to get the wilderness car. And I don't regret it at all. We don't use it that often. We did use it the other day. We went out and drove out into the wilderness. There's one road that I can't get past because there's a downed tree crossing the road. But I have a chainsaw. And I've contemplated going out there and clearing that down tree myself and then just driving down that road. Because every time I try to go down that road, there's been a down tree somewhere along the path. Usually right there. It makes me wonder if somebody back in there is downing trees on purpose. So, if I were to go there and clear that tree out and get back in there, Um, I would bring a rifle with me, just in case, you know. Because, you know, it's about as isolated as you get in the middle of California. But if I am going to cut that damn tree out there, well, I own a chainsaw that I've never used or fired up. And we're taking out a box again. I'm a little scared of chainsaws. But I am going to try to use one. It makes me want to get some, like, protective chainsaw gear, you know, to put on before I use it. I've got a little bit of it. I've got the face shield that you put on to prevent wood chips from flying up into your face. It's a good chainsaw. You know, all I gotta do is successfully cut a log without cutting myself, you know. Yeah, I find them scary too. They are scary. I mean, you can, if you touch yourself with that shit, you're gonna rip yourself wide open, you know. So I'm old enough to be slow to utilize that rather than overly quick to utilize it. I was slow to use the rifle. Now I've used it a few times. I feel comfortable using that if I wanted to take it out and shoot things, but I don't really want to take it out and shoot things. Well, I have a pole saw that feels quite safe as a chainsaw. It's good for cutting, you know, medium-sized things. I might use it to cut down a Christmas tree, for example. You can use it with a pole, then you got the blade super far away from you. But you don't have to use it with a pole. I don't use it with a pole, and I feel pretty comfortable using it. It's not that strong. It's electric. But my Husqvarna gas-powered, big-ass, mean chainsaw is what I'm talking about. Cameron got me a good deal on a refurbished one. Even Cameron's a little sketchy about chainsaws. It looks like a lot of careful setup is required just to make sure everything's kosher. And I don't know. I feel like I just have to feel like, okay, today's the day, you know, at some point, bust it out, fill it with gas, start it up. I'll need to buy protective gear first before I'm going to feel comfortable playing around with it. And then maybe watch a couple YouTube videos on chainsaw safety. Make sure I got my heavier boots on. Make sure I got, like, you know, big heavy gloves on. And a face shield. All that kind of stuff. Ah, wow. Yeah, I don't want to experience that, you know. Of course, for it to bounce back that much, you gotta be going pretty fast. Probably have your head pretty close to it. I'm imagining chainsawing like this, you know, like, ah. away from myself as much as possible. But I gotta see a video on what's the safest way to do it, you know. I'll watch those kind of videos. Wow. Crazy. Well, that's a story to tell, huh? I bet. Oof. Hooray, I made it into the bucket. That's pretty good, Eric. You made it in the bucket. You win a prize. What prize do I win? I'm not going to beat you today. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Well, let's see how long I've been streaming for. 2 hours and 22 minutes. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. You should feel pretty accomplished about that. I think I'm going to maybe play a song on the guitar and then say adios, which is Spanish for see you later. Take out my glasses, but I'll put them in my pocket so I know I'll need them again soon enough. I think I'll play that old hit song, Quieter Day in Los Angeles. Okay, good enough. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Will someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm a sort of evangelist, but I've got something to say. Life can strangely be forgiving to those who stay awake all given. They'll try to sap your will to fight. But whether I'm supposed to be here or just be soon forgotten noise is sort of based on what I see here and also on what I avoid. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Will someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I've got something to say, something to say. Well, that was pretty good. I only messed up in one part. It's better than normal. Felt good to play it too. I feel, I don't feel like this song. When I was younger, it seemed that everything gleamed. I don't know what happened to me, but I've lost that sense of urgency, and I don't think that I'll ever see it again. If you follow my lead, you'll discover I'm loster than you, and you'll wanna know the way to get back out to wherever it was you thought you knew. And tomorrow will be just like today. I'll be lost then too. It's a matter of mood as much as a matter of will. And the things I do and the direction I point to still seem a part of me, though departedly. And I wonder if I'll ever see them again. Bum-ba-dee-da, dee-da-dee-dee, da-ba-dee-da-da-da-doo. Bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da-da-da-da. That last part is supposed to be a second guitar playing that vocal line that I was saying on top of the chords. But instead of playing the guitar part, I play the chords and sing the guitar part. I don't know if I can remember even how to play it. Yeah, I remember it. It's supposed to go like that, kind of. Anyway, thanks for listening to my songs. I appreciate it. Moon, Faye, thanks a lot for your positive regard. I appreciate it. Nice playing the guitar. I might even play another song here. Feels so good in my hands right now. El Niño, my ass. You call those storms? Where is the rain? Those drizzles don't count, I drizzle more when I pee in the sink, which is just the right height to catch all of the undesired splatter. And when I'm done, I'll go outside and climb a ladder. I will go up there and take me a bucket and pour water inside. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, how's it go? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. I fucked at the ending of it. Like that. That's how the ending is supposed to go. Well, Eric, you know, sometimes you fuck things up. It's just part and parcel of being Eric. What's that you say, Eric? You want to play Wonderful Kitty? Okay, well, let me pull it up on them, yeah. Not that, I pushed the wrong button. Yeah. Open. What is deleted? Why? I guess I'll have to access it here. That's unfortunate. Where is set list bet list? Here it is. Okay. Here we go. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you've got clean lines. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, such a fabulous friend. And now it's wonderful kitty bedding time again. Just let me pet you, don't walk away. It's petting time, and wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you've got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulousness I've never encountered before. And I know that I want to pet my kitty some more. Just let me pet you, don't walk away. It's petting time, hooray! That's wonderful, wonderful kitty. If Jesus were people but absent of sin, he must then have struggled with regular men and women, of course, when they too were present. Disciples all warily eye in the lesson. But people aren't Jesus once they're betrayed. Easy believing forever is lost. Maybe naivete is not to be saved, but the wise pay a terrible cost. If people were Jesus, they'd know as they think, and everyone's book would be true. And feelings once spoken would sit where they sink, and we'd all know just what to do. But people aren't Jesus once they're betrayed. The easy believing forever is lost. Maybe naivete is not to be saved, but the wise pay a terrible cost. No one you thought you knew acts like you never have met. The life you made for two has faded into regret. There's no one unshaken, we all have been shook, but being forsaken don't mean you're forsook. And though in the past we've been hung out to dry, we'll find them at last if we're willing to try. But people aren't Jesus once they're betrayed. The easy believing forever is lost. Maybe naivete is not to be saved, but the wise pay a terrible cost. Yeah, baby, naivete is not to be saved, but the wise pay a terrible cost. It's a really good song. The lyrics are great. Seeing all these old songs brings back memories. They all link to certain time periods for me. Amelia, go from that place, take unto you the details of your case. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then moving sideways in the space you're in? Staring sidelong with that thirsty grin. Amelia, can't you see that you and I will never be? Amelia, yet you're still free. with too much opportunity to leave out in the rain. Amelia, Amelia, we're watching you fail for sure. No matter what we do, Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you, then moving sideways in the space you're in, and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see? You and I will never be. Amelia, yet you're still free, with too much opportunity to leave out in the, too much opportunity to leave out in the, too much opportunity to leave out in the rain. Amelia, not too bad. Maybe a little too Brad. I do have a tendency for things to get a little too Brad. Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you reframing for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Yeah, you guys both have lots invested. That's not a reason to stay around. And through the years, you've both been tested. And time to move up, find higher ground. Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you reframing for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Be done with him. Well, that's a good song. I didn't execute it perfectly, but it's not too bad. An execution. This song's good. Well, I guess I'm playing all these songs and not even on any amphetamines. You're living on a time frame I will never know. Alienation in humanity's soul. Imagine future after the collapse, returning to the urgency of isolated past. You're picturing community, free of metaphysics, hunting buffalo while you're picking red delicious. Knowledge of the seasons, wisdoms of old. Fires blazing in the night to keep away the cold. Hostility is kept at bay. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land with an agave imagining a history that never could have been. You lecture at the college, advancement is a sin, lamenting disconnection in every corporate act, asserting all your feelings and ignoring all the facts. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land with an agave weatherman. You find modernity just so banal. Wish you had been born any time but now, and your experience won't run afoul of exceptions that you might allow. You visualize nobility sipping on some port, or tribes of peaceful savages in beautiful comport, but few of history's people ever thusly did cavort, 'cause life was solitary, nasty, brutish, poor, and short. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land with an agave weatherman. With an agave weatherman. I messed up the ending, but not too bad. It's got good lyrics, that song. Anything else I particularly want to play? I guess I could play Puppy Tart Lemon Squeeze. Oh, well, he's No. Oh, well, he's... Oh, well, he's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, the friendliest... Let me take the song over. Uh-oh. Oh, well, he's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, the friendliest guy that you will see. Yes, he wants to be your friend, but he comes from around the bend, and it will be a while till he sees you again. He's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, he's a friend to you and me. He's international delight, favorite go-to right-hand guy. He's international like him and also busy like his friend the beaver bee. Busiest creature, busy as a bee, busy as a beaver, and so much busier than Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze. Well, he's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-doo-da. Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da. Yes, he's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-doo-da. Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, shabba-doo-ba-da. And if you go to visit him for starts, remember to bring something sour or tart. He's not a fan of sugary treats because he's Pucker Tart and not Pucker Sweet. Well, he's Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, the friendliest guy that you will see. Yes, he wants to be your friend, but he comes from around the bend, and it will be a while till he sees you again, Pucker Tart. Well, that was good. That was a good rendition of that song. That's a good way to end. Just remember, if you go to visit him for starts, remember to bring something sour or tart. He's not a fan of sugary treats because he's Pucker Tart, not Pucker Sweet. Come on now. Those are absolutely fantastic lyrics. You can't dispute the awesomeness of those lyrics right there. That bridge is just phenomenal in that song. And if you go to visit him for starts, remember to bring something sour or tart. He's not a fan of sugary treats. He's pucker tart, not pucker sweet. Fantastic lyrics. I do say so myself. Oops. Looks like I closed the wrong one. Precipice stuff. Not sure if we fall or fly from here. Would you like me to do a tarot card pull for you before we go? Let's find out, Boba Fett. Let's find out about your precipice moment. Let's see what your proverbial spirit guides have to say about this. I'm thinking Boba Fett, yeah. I'm thinking Boba Fett, oh yeah. Tara, what do you have to say about Boba Fett? Pow. I'm thinking about Boba Fett. Pow. Thinking about Boba Fett. Oh, Tara, what have you to say about Boba Fett today? Boba Fett. Yeah. Boba Fett. You got a 5-card cross, that's a whole little lot, yeah. Oh, it's for you now, Boba Fett. Yeah. Okay, there's your 5th card. The goat went right along with the song, so it makes it extra powerful. We're going to start with the center card first. Let me get my glasses on. It is the 8 of Swords. You're stabbing at a wall with a sword. These 2 birds looking on going, maybe that's not a good way to get through this wall. Okay. Then you got the 10 of Discs. You're like, oh my God, they got me spread eagle here, and everybody circled around. Looking at my badge, everybody circled around. And it looks like they're banging her with a violin, maybe. Interestingly. Do you feel like you're getting banged with a violin right now? Okay. Next one, 2 of Discs. Oh shit. You got 2 babies and 2 tits, 2 arms. And you also got those 2 wheels there. A lot of 2s. Your next card you get is the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is like, let's all jump off the cliff. We were too big for that little building. And lastly, the 3 of Wands. It's like, here, kids, you ate this pork chop. You ate these shrimps. Watch out for the fire. Jesus, there's a lot of shit going on. Oh, Lord. I am an overworked mother. Now, I hope that was informative to you about your life. Boba Fett. Ruben, you're next. Okay. Yep, there's the first one. The Fool. I just put that one upright since it popped out like that. The Star. You're a fool, but you're a star, Ruben. Okay? Ruben R., you're a fool star. You got the Son of Discs. That's the same as the Page of Discs. That means you're being a little bit childish with your money, but you're still royalty. This one. The Two of Cups. Ooh. This one goes on top. I think on top, it's what your goal is. Your goal is to find your soulmate, whose name, incidentally, is R. Ruben. So she'll become RR. She's married. And then you got this card, the High Priestess. Well, that's a lot of major arcana in one pull. You got 3 of 5 of them are major arcana. You got the Fool, the Star, and the High Priestess. As you can see in this High Priestess card, I think what this is telling you is you'd be a fool if you'd be a fool if you didn't use your High Priestess level intuition to successfully woo the mermaid of your dreams. Wait, no, hold on. You'd be a fool if you didn't use your Son of Royalty disc or pentacle status. In other words, having some money a little bit there. And your High Priestess level intuition to make yourself seem like a star so that you successfully woo the mermaid of your dreams. That's a great story right there. That's a good one. Unfortunately, Boba Fett, you didn't have as interesting a pull as Ruben R, but you know, you can't force your spirit guides to behave as you want them to. You just have to let them do what they're going to do. Now, Ludafe, you're next, if you're still here. All right. See what your spirit guides have to say for you. Also, what you might call the Tarot Elves. What do the Tarot Elves have to say about Ludafe today? Hey? Tell me, what do they say? Tell me what they say about Ludafe. Tell me today, Tarot Way, what you say about Ludafe. It's the first card, that's what you say today. The second card's really now on its way. Come on now, Ludafe. Tarot, what do you say? Oh no, oh hey, I don't spill all over the place today. We gotta figure out what Ludafe's tarot say today about Ludafe. This one, huh? Okay. Now, I feel like that one goes there. Now, this one just wanted to come. So that one goes there. I think the tarot just wanted me to stop singing my cheer song. That one? No, this is the bottom one. And what, this one here? All right. If you say so, tarot deck. If you say so. See what the middle one is. It's the priestess of discs. That means you're really kind of adulting it well about your money. And that's why you're sitting naked on a blanket. If I weren't putting my legs like this, you say, everybody could see my cooch. All right, now. Here, additionally, you're also sitting, but this time, you have some balls behind you. It's the Four of Swords. You're in the middle of a triangle, pyramid, you're meditating, and you got a stack of colored balls. Next, the Son of Swords. You're of royal thinking lineage. Right now, you're just like, hey, I like to kill this bird. And everyone's like throwing flowers at your feet. And this represents your more manly side. As you can see, you've grown a penis. Now this one. The Hierophant. Everybody look at me. I've got on a fancy green robe. Oh my God, you're so sexy. Say all the girls. Look at them. Oh, wow. You in your green robe. I love that brick you're standing on. Now, lastly, the Nine of Wands. Once again, Lou, sitting cross-legged, doing a lot of sitting around and thinking. You know, in this case, you're like, what am I going to do with all these wheats? What will I do? I think I might invent shredded wheat cereal. Meanwhile, the people outside are like, cover yourself, woman. Okay, so let's evaluate the story here. It seems like your decision to go conventional hierophantic success kind of approach in conjunction with your adult-like relationship with money has produced a moment where you have some wheats to think about. But currently, your thinking is trapping you inside a pyramid made out of four corners. What you don't realize is you can use those balls. And if you use those balls, you will grow a penis and become the royalty of thought. There. That's a nice story. I already have a penis, so I could maybe grow another one. Probably use another one. Karma's Pimp. Would you like one? A cheese-a-mid. It just kind of looks like it's made of cheese. Okay, Karma's Pimp. Okay, here we go. Karma's Pimp. Come on, Tarot. Don't be limp. Give it up for Karma's Pimp. Oh, you got this one too. Son of Swords. You already have a penis, and you're killing birds with it. Let's see what else we got. That puts you one step ahead of Lou. she started out with no penis. That one definitely goes there. This one goes here. This one goes here. Well, these are coming out quick for you, Carmen, but the tarot is definitive about what it wants to say to you today. Okay, so first of all, you start off hunting birds naked with your childlike but royalty level thought, okay? People throwing roses at your feet because you killed a bird with your dick. Now, Son of Cups. And you're like, look at me, I can play the flute while sitting on water between two seagulls. I'm such an emotional badass. Look at me. A whole lot of hey, look at me in your story. Next. Oh, Jesus. Did I just pull all of these out of my ass? I cannot believe this is my string of anal beads. Wow. No wonder I feel kind of stretched out. What am I gonna do with all these watermelons? Put them on my butt? This one you got the Ace of Swords. It's like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis, okay? And last you got Justice. In this card, one of the ladies is like, look at me, I can make the water go that way. And another lady's like, look at me, I can pet a wild animal. And the third lady's like, look at me, I'm holding something. Okay, so the story here basically is if you use a good new idea in conjunction with this, look at me and my mastery of emotions, and also this, look at me and my royalty level bird hunting with my penis, then you'll have a lot of melons to shove up your ass. And then you'll totally be able to super say, look at me. That's the story for you. Okay? I see. Well, fair enough. I can see the advantages of such a penis. Well, I don't think a lot of people know is, at least if you got the kind of bongs that Rachel and I got, you can totally put your bong in the dishwasher and it'll clean it good. Look how clean Rachel's bong is, and she hasn't even put it in the dishwasher recently. Versus mine, which is just filthy. Filthy like a rock. Okay, is there anybody else who has not yet received a tarot reading who would like to receive one? Anybody? Anybody? Maybe I should do Eric's tarot reading, huh? Alright, Eric. Here you get your own tarot reading too. With your feminist deck. No, that's not it. That was the wrong card. I just felt it. I just felt its wrongness. This one, huh? Okay. So I'm going to go down the middle. No, point it down. Rather than move me, move the Mia. This one, huh? Okay. Down here? Okay. Eric. What's going on with Eric? Let's find out. This one, no? Having trouble finding the right one. This one? Okay. Here? Alright. This one, over here we go. Okay. And then which is the last one for Eric Boschmer? Well, yeah, I think it's this one. Alright. For my middle card, I got the Lovers. I think that means a little somebody, namely Eric, is going to get a little something, something, namely sexual intercourse today. I said it's highly likely. Good news for me. I also got the Hanged Man, the Hanged One, as they call it in this deck. I'm upside down. Well, I'm upside down with my vagina showing. Alright. Huh. I also got Upside Down Death. I'm going to take the reversal in this case. It does feel like upside down death to me. It was straight upside down, so I'm going to take it. Then I got Upside Down Seven of Discs. I like the reversal for myself on this one. And then I got, this one is straight up, Three of Wands. I feel like a busy mother, I guess. Alright, let me tell this story. First I'm going to have sex today. Then I'll be confused about what, first I'm going to have sex today. Or later today I'll have sex. First, after I finish this live stream, I'm going to feel confused about what to do. Like, what should I do? Just hang upside down with my vagina showing? All this yellow stuff's gathering around my head. Is that my dress or what? But then, Rachel, so at that point I'll feel like I don't really have any melons, because Rachel will be asleep and her melons will be asleep with her. And her 2 melons are worth 7 melons worth of melonhood. Then finally, she'll get up. And then we'll have sexual intercourse. Like those moose antlers are, apparently. And that will be the opposite of death. And then I'll start thinking about various things I have to do or should do. Wow, that's a pretty accurate reading, Tarot Deck. I'd say you're killing it. I got 3 out of 5 majors. I must say, not uncommon for me. I tend to pull a lot of majors for myself. Anybody else who's here wants a tarot reading? Be strong. Be strong and admit it. Say, yes, I want a tarot reading. I want a fox to fondle my calf. I want a rabbit to be making a goat my vag. I want a wolf to eat apple out of my hand. Yes, I do want that. Say that. Even if you've already had a tarot reading and you want another one, you can say that too. That's what I'm talking about, strength, real strength. Because I have a feeling the tarot has a few more things to say. I guess I could do Rachel while I'm waiting for a volunteer from the audience. My penis is washable, Moonfae. Okay. It's neither mashing nor machine washable, but it is washable. Okay, Jeremiah Fix, here you go. Is this the first one? No. Or the false alarm. You can just feel it. Oh, there it is. There's the first one. There's the middle card for Jeremiah Fix. Jeremiah Fix. Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? For Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? For Jeremiah Fix. Tara, what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? Tell me right now. Here we go. No, not that one either. Oh. Jeremiah Fix. Jeremiah Fix. Tell me what cards do you pick for Jeremiah Fix? Tear deck now. There it is. Card number 5 and how. All right. You got the 5 of discs. So you need to either fold some laundry today or possibly make a weird shaped cake. One of the two. You got upside down Ace of Wands. I'm going to do reversals right now. That means the opposite of you busting out of an egg. You're staying in an egg. Now you've got upside down Emperor. You're not feeling like this guy. Like, fuck yeah. You all better scurry around. You got Daughter of Cups. It's like the Page of Cups. And you got upside down 7 of Wands. I think what this is saying here is right now you're chilling and washing your vag in the waterfall, okay? You don't need any new ideas to mess it up. Your vag still isn't even clean. And you don't need anybody else telling you stop washing my vag. And you hope nobody else comes around to watch you wash your vag. Later, when you're done washing your vag, you're going to fold some laundry. Okay, so that's the story, Jeremiah Fix. That's the story for you. Now I'm going to do Rachel. You just keep washing your vag, Jeremiah Fix. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with a clean vagina. Hi, y'all. I stuck. Rachel got her first card, too. I think I was right about the sexual intercourse, huh? Amazing. The tarot speaks. Right, now I don't think this one was supposed to come out. All right, tarot, come on. I'm talking about Rachel here, so take it seriously. Don't goof off. Some tarot decks goof off more than others, you know. You gotta keep an eye on them and supervise. Not you, Brown Dick. You're fantastic. You're employee of the month, really. I don't mean to be denigrating you at all. This one, huh? Okay, this one. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. You're a wonderful deck. Some of the other decks, you know, they don't perform like you do. Performance reviews. Got nothing but glowing performance reviews for you. This one on the bottom. Okay. On the bottom of the bottom. And this one on top. Okay. Fine. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate your cooperation. She also got the Hanged One. Oh my God. We both got it. I'm not doing reversals on this one. She also got this. Oh my God. That's so crazy. She got this one. I didn't get this one. She feels like she's shooting back at a lot of arrows coming at her, I guess. These are all my deck. But in the end, who's really in charge? The Empress, of course. So, right now, Rachel's dreaming about something, let's say. Rachel's dreaming about something. She's probably having a bad dream where a bunch of people are firing arrows at her and she's trying to fire back. But when she wakes up, she's going to be like, what am I really doing today? I don't know what to do. And then she's going to realize that Eric's horny. Then we'll have sex. And she'll be like, that was good. That was like putting all these melons inside of me and pulling them out. And then she'll be like, okay, now I can just really relax because Eric's very satisfied, so, I haven't really looked in my email for a response to my response. Her last email, I responded simply with, if it's such a surefire way, why not just tell me yourself, Whether she responded to that or not, I don't know. I haven't looked for a response. I don't really care. She's going to see me. She's going to disturb me. And she probably needs to write a demand letter first. This is pretty cool, though. Rachel and I got three of the same cards, including the Lovers and the Hangman and the Seven of Discs. And she got the Empress. I don't remember what my third major was. Oh yeah, Upside Down Death. We both got three majors. We both got three of the same cards, including the Lovers. That's pretty impressive, Tarot. Pretty impressive. I'm impressed with your tarot-y ways. What's this card for? Magician. Just to prove how awesome you are, or what? You're just kicking ass today. And you just wanted to prove that by popping out this card. It's because you're the magician, huh, Tarot deck? Wow. I'm impressed. Yeah, you're killing it. Who's this for? Misfortune? Okay. That's the middle card for Misfortune. Tarot deck's feeling like it wants to work, like a horse that you. No, I'm not saying you're like a horse, like an animal, but I'm just saying how horses. Never mind. I didn't mean to offend you. Remember, we're talking about Misfortune. Okay. They here? Okay. We're talking about Misfortune right now. Don't let my bad attempt at a joke spoil Misfortune's correct tarot read. This one? Are you sure? Put it back? Okay. This one, huh? Okay. All right. Oh, is it supposed to be this one? Okay. Well, that's fine. This one, huh? No. Let's see. This one. All right, Misfortune. To start off with, it's 4 discs. You just got up. You started your morning fire. It's getting a little smoky, so you're going to open the door. Afterwards, you're going to cook that steak for breakfast. Next, I'm not doing reversal speed. 3 of Wands. After you feed your kids shrimp and pork chops and keep them away from the fire, then you've got to go hunt some gazelles. You got a lot of shit to do. 3 of Wands. Now this one. The sun. All right, as you see, you're like that little girl in the front. Okay? She's like, fuck yeah, I'm leading this aerobics team. I got everyone in bathing suits. I got a giraffe and a zebra and a butterfly and balloons. And it's blazing hot in the sun. Ooh. You got the death card. And lastly, ooh, the magician. So, the thing here is, the story is this. You're just waking up. You made your fire. It's getting smoky. You're opening the door to let the smoke out. But you've got a lot of shit to take care of. You got to feed shrimp to one baby. You got to feed a pork chops to the other baby. You got all kinds of shit. When you complete all those things, you have this moment where, like, yes, I got the whole aerobics team here, the giraffe, the zebra, the butterfly, everything. But it's blazing hot. And when it's all over, it makes you feel like death. Fortunately, you're a magician. You'll come back to life and repeat it all tomorrow. There you go. Pretty good reading, huh? Pretty good reading. You got 3 majors. Sun, Death, and Magician. That's pretty good. So, now it's time for a cigarette. Let's go tarot read myself a cigarette. How about that? That tarot deck was really performing this morning, let me tell you. You came in at the end of a tarot read frenzy in which the tarot deck was really performing. It got off to a bit of a weak start with Boba Fett, but after that it was really kicking off. It was really kicking ass. I feel kind of bad for Boba Fett because he got that initial kind of warm-up swing and a miss from the deck, I think. Although maybe it was my swing and a miss. I didn't complete the story like I did for other people. The interesting thing is Miss Fortune is actually feeding her kids shrimp and pork chops for breakfast this morning. That's what makes it so amazing. I like to think my tarot decks, well, pretty Rachel's tarot decks. They're not my tarot decks, but anyway, I like to think our tarot decks, they compete for my favorite. I'm feeling like a bit of a hero right now. You know, I've been live streaming for 3.5 hours. I played multiple songs. I did multiple tarot reads, and I'm not on any amphetamines. That's pretty impressive. 10:30. Um, I will maybe do a couple of chisors, conceivably. Like if I vacuum inside, that might help Rachel wake up faster. Because you know what happens after she wakes up? She's gonna got oh, oh. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be good. It's satisfying like cheesecake. I say cheesecake is your most satisfying cake. Wouldn't you say so? If you want to be filled up by a cake and be like, I've had a good amount of hearty dessert that's also delicious. You want cheesecake. You don't want, say, you know, gelato. You eat the gelato and be like, eh. Or like a snow cone. That's not dessert, a snow cone? Better be pretty hot out. We want to eat a snow cone for dessert. Fresh berries and cream and sugar when Rachel doesn't make it. It is delicious. Too. When I make it, it's just fantastic. You gotta know the ratios. You gotta put the right amount of cream and the right amount of sugar and or honey. Honey's a little trickier because it kind of hardens in the cream. You're well served to put the honey on the berries before you pour the cream. I made that mistake last time. I won't make it again. I also made the mistake of asking Rachel to make them last time, actually. The time before I made that mistake. Last time I asked Rachel to make them. I won't make that mistake again either. TE polar is a funny thing. I said, just how much cream should I put on? Just enough to cover the berries. Just like, I meant just to the very top level of the berries. She like made it like cereal. The INFJ's magic secret. Do things wrong so you don't ask them to do it again. I also don't like Rachel to make the coffee because she makes it wrong. It's wonderful the way that we both do our respective chores. Nobody keeps score, and we never even talk about it. Like I do most of the cooking, she does the dishes and the laundry. I take the trash out, you know, and we never even have talked about it. Nor, I mean, I've talked about it as a subject on live streams before, but we never directly discussed the thing. We didn't come to some decision like this is how we do it now. Here's a good way I'm going to seduce Rachel when she wakes up. I'm going to be like, hey, Rachel, you're going to watch these polls I did for you and me on this live stream. And then she'll watch that and she'll know. Oh, yeah. It's time to behave like married people. What's that? Fight and nag each other? No. Make sweet, sweet love with our genitals. Okay, well, that's it for today's live stream. Thanks for being here. I think that was an excellent achievement to live stream for such a long time without any impediments. Congratulations to me, and good luck to you on the rest of your day. Goodbye.